Hello, this is Michael Dennin, and this is the physics of X, where X is everything except politics. And we're talking about things from the Dresden series and by Jim Butcher, and we're really excited. You got a wizard, Harry Dresden. He does a lot of magic, but he's really good at physics, and it raises a lot of interesting questions about faith. This is one of our science ones. I like to call this one the physics of hitting stuff. And it's based on a scene in Cold Days, again, little spoiler alert, where one of the characters, Sith, is super fast, super strong, goes to attack Harry. And Harry does this at a number of places in the series. It isn't the only time. But basically, he waits for Sith to be in the air, where he claims correctly that none of Sith's super speed or strength matters anymore. He is just another flying object subject to the laws of gravity, and he knows where Sith is going to be, and now he can hit him. And this is one of the really cool physics things I love about the book. One, it's really good at distinguishing for us things like speed and acceleration, which we often get confused on in everyday usage. You know, speed is how fast you go. Acceleration is how you change your speed or change your direction of travel. And a lot of times the relevant thing, what makes something hard to hit, is not so much their speed, because even if they're going fast, if it's a constant speed, you can predict where they're going to be and you can hit them. It's when they can accelerate and change directions. And what this points out is the way you generate accelerations is through forces. And forces occur by interacting with stuff. Now, birds and planes do interact with the air when they fly and they can change their direction, but most other objects can't interact with the air, and Sith is an example of that. So once in the air, the only thing Sith is interacting with is the ground through gravity. And Harry's exactly right. The only changes in direction are going to occur based on the laws of gravity, which is a constant acceleration that we experience all the time. People can catch thrown objects. People can hit things in the air that are pitched at them. This is a common occurrence. What really gives creatures that can accelerate quickly advantages, they need something to generate forces to accelerate with. And if you think about it, it feels like when we walk or run or change direction, it's our legs generating the forces. Yes and no. What's really happening when you think about walking, running, jumping, turning, you are interacting with the ground through a contact force between you and the ground. And this is where Newton's third law comes in. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. When you apply a force to the ground, it applies a force back on you, and that's what changes your direction. So no matter how strong you are in midair, you can wave your legs all you want, and you're not changing direction. A very, very classic example of this is people playing football. There's a big difference between tackling and interacting with people while they're on the ground and say that poor wide receiver who's jumped up in the air to catch the ball, who's now completely helpless. Because basically if they get hit, they're going down. So this is one of the cool fundamental physics things that the Dresden Files really gets right, and Harry uses to great advantage as a wizard. So to learn more wizard tricks that are really physics tricks, I recommend reading the book and continuing to listen to the physics of X. This has been the physics of X, where X is everything but politics. Make sure you like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you get notifications of every episode coming weekly straight to you.